You keep using this word danger. Danger, I'm not in danger. I am the dangerous. Yes! I'm back. Let's get it. Let's go. That's enough. So, if you're in the YouTube streets as I am from time to time, you've seen the things about Fresh and Fit. And apparently, Walter was with his lady and wants her to abort the child. Now, let me go ahead and say off top, I really am not that interested in this story. It's just not that exciting to me. He knocked up a goofy ain't shit bitch. It's his problem. They've been exposed a billion times. I fuck with Abba and Preach. I really do. Good dudes. I thought all this is kind of corny. Interviewing the bitch, spending multiple shows on this shit. Like, he ain't worth the time. He ain't. And the various takes have all been correct about this, that, and the third. But I'm just going to do my personal take and be done with it. And that is that weakness is worse than death. Weakness is worse than death to a man. When I look at the Fresh and Fit situation, there are levels to it, and that can be fleshed out. But for years, they were telling everybody that was in earshot that being a man is about looks and money and status and maintaining frame, whatever the fuck that means. And didn't they achieve all of it? They became famous. They go to the best nightclubs in Miami. They drive beautiful cars. Myron stated he's worth $6 million. I assume Walter is also worth a lot of money as well. And that's what they told everybody. And so they achieve all of these things. They tell all the other men that they're supposed to do because Red Pill is basically designed to keep you from getting laid. If you fuck with Red Pill, you are not fucking. I know they spent years and years telling, oh, you for the streets. You better get in them streets because you're not fucking. I don't care if she's for the streets. Get in the streets where she at because you're not fucking. Talking all that shit. And I saw the text that he sent, and, basically they was having unprotected sex. And the conversations was just weak. Didn't sound like he was in control or nothing. Then he wants to sit there and go back and forth with the bitch. I'm religious. My family is religious. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. No, you are not. And let me say something about pregnancy scares and the abortion question. Every player that I know, any man who's done any kind of fucking has had one or two pregnancy scares. You have had a pregnancy scare. You have probably had the abortion conversation, unless you're particularly religious. And you've had an STD scare. I have been lucky nothing came to fruition, but I've had my shares of scares. Okay? 1 in 4 has an STD. So if you're going, I want to have a roster of bitches, well, good chance that 25% of your bitches is going to have some kind of problem. Make sure that bitch is clean. And that stuff about his child, that's that man business. If that man want to have a child, let him have a child. He want to abort the child, you shouldn't have moved to Florida. Abort the fucking child. But along the way to gaining all that success and popularity, they missed a step or two in gaining and maintaining strength and masculinity. They didn't do the inner work. They didn't develop their strengths. They didn't learn how to express the strength of their masculinity. They did not manufacture their identities from scratch. Look, at some point in a man's life, he is responsible for the designing and constructing of the man he wants to become. That is not the woman's job. I've certainly seen women try to fashion him into a fucking man, and it doesn't play. It's not your parents' job. They did their thing for 18 years. It's not society's job. It's not your race's job to make you a strong, proud black man. You are the designer and the architect of your life. Now, listen, does society play a role? Sure, they tell you to do all the stuff. Go out and get a job and get a nice car, and you're supposed to marry a good girl and settle down and have some kids and pay your taxes and eat the brunch and go to the fucking farmer's market. What you are not told how to do is to fashion and design and create the man with masculine gifts and a strength that cannot be fucking replicated. Physical strength, you can get that anywhere. All that lifting, looks maxing, you can get that anywhere. You can go to any gym and get your lift on. The inner strength of a man, show me who's got that. Show me who's got that. So when I look out and I see Walter might be on the hook for 18 years, I see that everything caught up to him, didn't it? You see, now, you can't outrun you. You see all of the insecurities and weaknesses and the self-hatred and the self-loathing and the mental laziness and the ability to become influenced. You can't outrun that shit. You see it in CEOs and football motherfuckers and musicians. And now you see it in Walter and Myron. Myron is on his own show screaming at people that he's supposed to be a good friend. Nigga, I thought you was worth $6 million. What are you so fucking angry about? Look at Walter. You see a man who has no control over his own dick. Isn't that something he could have worked on along the way? You see a man that's easily influenced by a woman. Isn't that something he could have worked on? You see a man that now has his own best friend exposing every little fucking weakness and shit, anything. Fresh took a terrible shit. This is the worst friend of all time. If you got a friend like Myron in your life, you just need to like tell that motherfucker, we not gonna hang out no more. We are not gonna hang out for the next 7 to 10 years. You are not gonna don't send me a Christmas card. I'm gonna be busy for the next 7 to 10 years. If you get married, you want to say, oh, remember that bitch Cheryl? Me and Cheryl getting married. I want you. No, I'm not coming. I'll send you a card. I ain't gonna be there. Myron is a terrible friend. All this should have really not even been my fucking business. I should know all this shit. I should listen. There's a rumor going out about my man. He got some situation with this bitch, and you know, player problems are player problems. He's gonna handle it on the backside. We're not addressing the rumors. That's none of y'all fucking business. But you see a man in Walter now who is marked with shame and exposed as a hypocrite and a fraud. What happened? The money and the looks and the status, it didn't cover up what was going on inside, did it? Oh, it might have masked it and hid it and put it in the corner for a little while. But that bitch saw. You actually think women don't see the shit? She saw it. She saw it 100 ways. I saw it in the text messages. I saw it in how he was going back and forth with the bitch. Well, I don't, it's not that serious. We're not to get, bitch. We're going to the abortion clinic. Get your shoes on. Bitch, we're going to have the child. Here's how we going to raise the child. All the mental bullshit, that shit's going to come out in your fuck game. That's going to come out when you're talking to the woman. That's going to come out in your fucking dreams and in the motherfucking food. That shit is going to ooze out of your motherfucking pores. The weakness finds you. The signature difference between a woman and a man is physical strength, right? I mean, we're stronger than they are. We're the protectors, we're the providers. The signature difference between a man and a boy is his mental strength, his masculine strength. You want to call it game? Call it game. You can blame society for everything. You can blame society for this and that. You cannot blame society or anyone else at all for the fact that you are mentally weak. It ain't my daddy's fault. It ain't on racist society. It's not on social media. And look, that shit has influence, but I'm the one who turned it on. I'm the one who went on that app. I'm the one rehearsing and practicing and learning how to have weak visions and weak dreams and weak speech and weak thoughts and sit in my chair in the corner of the bar and don't do nothing. And now my shoulders are shrugged up and my dick is covered because I folded my legs and my confidence ain't even there. And I didn't develop none of that shit, but I got me a $300,000 job. And so that means I'm getting a roster now, right? Let's say they gave you the motherfucking roster. I don't know what scenario is supposed to. It sounds weird to me. You make $1 million and the bitches just come. I don't know. But let's say that actually happened. And I don't know. They just said, here, Russ, here's your 25 bitches. Do what you think was going to happen? What you think is going to happen? We want to be leaders and kings and talk all that bullshit, but I'm going to be weak with these bitches. I was weak before. I'm going to be weak with these bitches. I fell for a beautiful woman before. Now here's 25 beautiful bitches. These bitches are going to run me because I've been letting women run me my whole fucking life. What did the money change? What did the looks change? Myron can hate and rage against the women all that he wants and cry and talk about how much money he has. Walter can be in the Lambo, in the party, in the club with the friends and the TikTok, but you cannot outrun your mind. It is with you wherever you go. Talking about the passport bros. Oh, I get the bitches. They're submissive and they're this, and the American bitches are for the streets. You better get in them streets. The Chinese women are wonderful. Did you not take your mind to China? Because you was weak in America. What did you think was going to happen in China? You think a Chinese bitch doesn't know how to identify weakness? You think weakness doesn't translate across all languages? How you going to outrun your mind? How you going to go to Vietnam and not take your mind and yourself and your attitude and your speech and your talk and your posture? How's that not coming with you? Did you magically become a new nigga? How you gonna go out there and pretend to be somebody else in Vietnam when you know damn well deep inside who you are and you know you're weak? Talking shit. I'm from America. I'm very wealthy. I'm very amazing. Shut up. How you gonna talk some shit to the pussy in China when you know mentally you don't know how to please the pussy? How you gonna talk some gangster shit to a bitch when you know damn well you intimidated by the bitch? I don't care if they give me a fucking line to say. I'm still me, aren't I? You cannot outrun you. So you either got to get selfish and work on the mental and clean out the filth and get real with the story and take your knocks and your lumps, or it's gonna all catch up and collide. I don't give a fuck if you're a doctor. I don't give a fuck if you're an astronaut. I don't give a fuck if you're a star football player. You cannot outrun you. You might have kids. The weakness might translate to your kids. Might come into your marriage and bleed all over your marriage. You're going to be 35 and you're going to have a $300,000 house and a bad bitch. And the bitch going to come home one day and say, I'm bored and I'm leaving you. You're going to look around. What? Bitch, I'm a doctor. I fund your life. I gave you kids. We moved to the suburb. I even talked to your dad. I hate your dad. I don't like him. I do all the stuff. You're going to be crying. Girl, I done did all the stuff. She going to kick you. Get off me, you weak bitch. You weak. Get away from me. Danger, you weak motherfucker. I'm sick of you. You're going to be mad. What you talking about? I got the looks. I'm sick of you. I hate you. You're weak. Catch a hold of yourself before it's too late. I don't give a fuck if you're 40 or 19 or 83. You got to do yourself a solid and catch a hold of that weakness and that mind and that bullshit and get real with the story. You got to be strong with a bitch from the tip top of the motherfucking conversation. You were supposed to be strong before you met the bitch. You were supposed to be strong before you fucking woke up in the morning. A bitch is supposed to look up the word strength and see your goddamn picture in the fucking book, looking at her, not even smiling at her. What up, bitch? Put this book down and start sucking some dick. Otherwise, it's all coming with you. Your weakness and your doubts and your insecurities and your pain and your bullshit, it's coming. You can pretend. I've done this. You can pretend for a while. Oh, you can talk some smooth shit. And the bitch say, I like this. You say, yeah, bitch, you don't even be knowing. You like, bitch, come to my crib. She come. Bitch, wear what I like. She likes it. You start kissing. You take her into the bedroom. And now here comes the weakness. Is it too dark in here? Do you like it? Why don't you sit over here? Am I rushing this? Is that good? Does it not feel good? Here comes the lust for a woman. Oh, I'm putting her on a pedestal. You don't think that's coming out the tip of your dick? You don't think you're gonna be fucking the bitch like that? She's beautiful in all. She's beautiful. You act weak in all circumstances, but when you come into the bedroom, you're fucking what was Lexington Steel? You just stroking bitches? No, you're not stroking bitches. Catch a hold of the shit before it's too late. How are we supposed to do that? Well, Bunch of different ways. Number one, identify your bullshit. Identify what your emotional triggers are. I can identify what my fears are and my insecurities. I got to acknowledge that they're there before I handle them. Before I become strong, I got to handle the weak shit. If I got $100 million and I was nervous around bitches in high school, I can be around all the bitches on my yacht that I want. I'm going to be nervous around them bitches. All the weakness is coming. I might fuck a bunch of women to hide from myself, to hide from my insecurities. I know people who do that. I know people who have a bitch and control her with the money. Disgusting. But it's to hide from himself, his own insecurities. The weakness found him. If you need to talk with somebody, you better get to getting and start talking to somebody. A lot of people think the coaching is just about the dating. I would try to find a coach who can identify all of the ways that I'm weak. He might be able to point out, notice I said he, the weaknesses I didn't even know were there. But I got to find them. Secondly, I can be a lot more positive. That's not the nice kiss and how you doing, Mary, and high-fiving every nigga in the world. But I have to learn to train my mind to think positively about myself and my vision and my past, my present, and my future. Nobody else gonna do it for me. I mean, I can try to get the looks and the money and have bitches compliment me, but then that's outside validation. That's a time bomb waiting to go off. Anybody can be negative. Negative is easy. I hate this and I hate that and fuck these women. They're for the streets. She's terrible. She's a single mom. She's 25. She got bodies. She look like this. She too black. She too white. She's skinny. I would never fuck her. Anybody can do the fresh and fit thing. Negative, negative, negative. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. You can make a lot of money doing that. You can do that. Anybody can do that. A weak person is always a hater. A weak person is always a negative motherfucker. And you hate that mother. Oh, here comes Russ. God damn, I hate this nigga. You ever see someone you just like, God damn, I hate this nigga. Here he come again. I don't even like talking to this nigga. He's got something to say about somebody else. Number 3, now that we cleared out the weaknesses, we got to find strengths, don't we? We got to find my masculine strengths. We got to identify, we got to create who I am as a man, but I also got to identify what my particular strengths are, and I probably should have a lot of them. I need to learn how to tell a good story. I need to learn how to walk confidently. I need to learn how to control my gestures. I need to learn how to control my emotions, the speed of my speech, the clarity of my vision and my ideas. Fucking with some mental strength and then fucking her, letting her know, bitch, look in my eyes and you see the strength. I need to show that shit to myself before I can show her, before I can show, I'm your leader. No. Prove it to you. Prove it to you. Look in the mirror and see a strong mental motherfucker, strong in a billion ways. Because then all of the other interactions with all the other people become secondary. Do they not? You see, how can I sell out myself for pussy when I've identified and worked on all my gifts and my strengths? Why would I sell out for some box? Why would I be weak for her? How can I sell myself out to a woman's agenda when I understand the strength of my own agenda and my own leadership? How can I be weak for her? How can I do what the fuck she tells me to do when I have seen the strength of how the fuck I fucking move as a man? It's easy to be weak. It's easy to sell yourself out. It's easy to be flexible and to go along, to get along gang and be a man who changes every time he sees a bitch. It's easy to hate myself. It's easy to loathe and be insecure and do nothing with my mind while I'm driving or while I'm anything. It's easy to turn off that brain. But how the fuck do you get mentally stronger when your brain is everywhere the fuck else and you just keep turning it the fuck off? You can pretend you don't have sexual problems. You can pretend you're not overweight. You can pretend you know how to talk to girls, but that shit is coming for you. The truth is coming for you. Even the influence, I can copy somebody else's idea of being a man. I can sit there, oh, happy wife, happy life. Okay, cool. I don't, man, I got a bitch. I'm fucking the bitch, the pussy good. Okay, cool. Happy wife, happy life. We're going to her parents and taking the vacations, and Debbie goes to practice, and I'm designing things. Here's a sexy surprise, and here's something else for you, and here's the trips and the timeshare and all of it. And I wake up at 45 years old, and I have no idea who I am, and I am responsible to everyone else. This ain't my marriage. This is her marriage. This ain't my damn house. I just pay for the house. You ever seen it? You ever seen the bitch got the good car? I hate that shit. She got the nice car. You driving in some busted shit. Why? Who made this decision? I guarantee it wasn't you. Now, if you did it out of safety for your kids, that's one thing. But why is she driving the nice Lexus, feeling herself, dancing to the music, and you got some old busted ass, junky ass Camry looking bullshit? Hate that shit. But that's that weak shit. She got a happy life and I got a happy wife. And best believe she know how to play me. She done seen all my weak bullshit. Now they want to tell you, I need you to be vulnerable. Why? So you can see all my weak bullshit. What's the worst that can happen there? Like a kid with a fucking stick of dynamite. What's the worst thing I can do to deal with an insecure, emotional woman and then handing her all of my vulnerabilities and fuck ups and fears? What's the worst that could happen there? That bitch just gonna know how to fucking play me. Here's all my weak, vulnerable shit. She says, okay, cool. I got this nigga. I know how to play this nigga. Maybe she has to suck your dick to get her way. Maybe she has to compliment you a bunch to get her way. Maybe she has to promise you sex this weekend. Maybe she has to praise you on IG because you seek outside validation. That bitch know how to play you. Your past and your weakness caught up to you. I'm weak. And my kids see the weakness. And now my son think being weak is how he's supposed to be married. I'm weak at my job. I'm weak with my lady. I'm dissatisfied with the direction of my life. I've been this guy and I know this guy. And he's confused and you can't save him. You really can't save him. Hey, bro, you need to take control. You need to let that bitch know this, that, and the third, man. This your house. Oh, yeah, I know. But it's about only 4 or 5 more years till the kids are in college, and then maybe we can get a divorce. I don't know. It would break the kids' hearts. I know, but it's too late to start over. I mean, I'm 45. I'm 56. I can't get them like I used to. You think that bitch don't know that? You think that Vietnamese, fresh, he was feeling himself. I seen the pictures. He was feeling himself. Then Myron want to sit there and I think he broke out the bitch's police report. She's an escort or sells herself for sex. Like, yo, you did not have to say that with your boy right there. But you Especially if she's an escort, man, she done seen every weakness you can think of. You think she didn't see this nigga coming? You think she didn't tell herself, well, he want to splash around some blurt. I'll just take him for 18. You think she didn't say that shit? She said she was in love with him. This is a way to trap him. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Player to player, pimp to pimp. If a woman is in love with you, she would try to have your child with inside of a year. She's either thought about it or she will try. It's one way to keep a good man. Now, I'm not saying that women are that evil. I'm not saying she does it consciously. But yeah, a woman's going to try to have your child. If you want to splash all up in bitches, you're going to have a child. That's what's going to happen. This behavior is what caused Walter's problem. It was not the bitch. How could it be the bitch? She didn't blurt in herself. How can it be society? Society didn't make his dick do anything. He didn't just start doing this with her. We talked about this, I believe, last week. Past, present, future, in all things. This was Walter's behavior. Problematic and weak behavior. When Walter meets women, or let's just take him out of it and let's just say Russ, when Russ meets women, he hates the feel of condoms. He likes to blurt in them raw. It's just what he does. Feels good. The bitch is loving my dick. I'm stroking it. I'm the man, 50 grand. I'm telling niggas and I'm showing out on IG and I'm walking. I feel like a fucking G in the club because I love validation because I'm a weak bitch. And then I get a phone call. We need to talk. So, oh, okay. Listen, not every state abortion is illegal, or really. Fresh is, I mean, if she waits, was it Florida, 6 weeks in Florida? If she waits him out 6 weeks, Fresh is having that fucking child. Once I blurted her and give her a baby, rightfully so, they take away what I want to have happen. Now they starting to change it, and you know, the dad should have a, I understand what you're saying. But that weak behavior led him to show his weakness to her. She understood, let me how to play this nigga. And she may have fallen in love with him because she basically had the relationship that she wanted. I saw him. She was in slow motion on the Instagram. There was a little music. That wasn't Walter's idea. That was her idea. Yeah, she looking like a queen. She looking great. Walter thinks he's worth $1 million. And meanwhile, he's just splashing sperm everywhere, just splashing it all about. Splashing it in the bathroom, splashing it in the bedroom, splashing it in the car. But he typically, this is not new behavior. Okay? This is just what the fuck I be doing. And like all weaknesses, it caught up to him. Weakness is worse than death to a man. It's cancer to a man because it's growing. Weakness never stays. All your bad habits do not stay stagnant along some little line. I'm just an average motherfucker. You are either getting better at something or you're getting worse at something. And if all I know how to do is be weak with a bitch, you can guarantee, I can tell you what that marriage looks like. We talk all our shit. He's a simp. I'd never do that with Russell Wilson. Here comes Stacy at work. Hey, Stacy. How are you today? Yeah, you're Russell Wilson too. You just don't know it. Oh, she's for the streets. Oh, there's this girl at my gym, and I don't know what to say. Yeah, you honestly think that's the relationship she been treating him? You're gonna lead that relationship? You're gonna be dropping her off some of that gangster gorilla dick? No. You're gonna be fucking her like you love her. You're gonna be staring her eyes, stroking her hair, and she gonna know I either need to stay with this nigga or I don't need to stay with this nigga. It's her relationship now. She blonde. She got the titties. She on the IG. I think I'm winning, but it's her baby now. It's her marriage now. It's her house now. We moving where the fuck she want to move to. We getting a house that she approves of. She driving a car that she went out and picked on the lot that I'm paying for. And I'm sitting here talking some shit, laughing at Fresh and Fit because they checked some bitches logically? Or was my entire youth spent practicing and reinforcing weak motherfucking behavior? And then one day it's just too late. The marriage is already fucked up. The kids is fucked up. You can change, but you can't always change your circumstances, can you? Once you had the kid, he's here. You can change. You can be an influence to him. You can change how you move, but might not work. His mama runs the relationship. She putting things up in the nigga ear. Society got him saying things. You done made a nigga that was real flexible, real weak, real susceptible to the outside world. He tuning you out. He 15. 15, you used to start tuning out your pops. You want to be a man, as all men want to do. I'm done being a child. It's time to be a man. You sitting there saying, no, I'm not weak anymore. I'm a strong. Let me show you how to. No, it's too late for that. A weak man is the curse of the earth. A weak man poisons societies. A weak man just spreads weakness everywhere. And these bitches are angry and tired of the weak motherfucker. I'm talking that bullshit. All the black women, they're dominant and sassy. You know what they're tired of being? Dominant and sassy. They're looking for a strong nigga, but ain't no strong niggas can handle that. I can't handle all that aggression. She's too dominant. I can't handle it. Have niggas on some of these shows arguing that they got to check a bitch. You need to check that bitch. Oh, yeah, I know. But, she did say she was coming back and she's interested again. And no, you need to check her for behavior last. No. Well, but she's back now. I don't know. I might call her. Let me hang up the phone. I'm going to call her. Weak. I need to try and become my own salvation. I need to dedicate myself to my mind and fortify my beliefs and my character and my actions and my words and my time, so much so that everything else drowns and pales in comparison, and the people around you pale in comparison. It's one thing to identify weak behavior. It's another thing, it's a man thing to take that shit on and confront it and challenge that behavior and modify that behavior. That's some difficult shit. That takes strength and will and the ability to handle pain and failure. And it takes heart. And most men don't want to do it. Most of those males, they not built for this shit here. They don't want to be a part of that man shit here. I hear them talking ass bitches. Don't they sound ridiculous? A man is valuable. I don't need to bring nothing to the. I got to do. What is he bringing? It's his job to do this, that, and the. Yeah, it looks easy to be a man. It looks like a man ain't shit. Bitch, quit all that lying. Being a man is rough fucking stuff. And if you get it and you get a fucking man, bitch, you better fucking thank God and stop being. All that silliness needs to just come to a fucking end. Maybe if you're lucky, you can be with. Bitch, shut up. I'm here. I'm a man. You see it just by fucking looking at me. Bitch, if you was blind, you'd smell it off me. Shut the fuck up. You wouldn't listen to these red pill goobers. Oh, well, you have to have a lot of money, and then you got to have the approach, and then you got to, you got to play the texting game and play the IG game, and shut up. That's your experience because you're weak. I got to show her me because the shit that she really want is in me. I brought it with me, bitch. Oh, I'm in Antarctica? Cool, because I brought my shit with me. Oh, I'm in China? Cool. The bitches are acting the same fucking way they was doing in America because I brought me with me and I have strength inside and outside. Now let me show you something. Quit all that goofy talking. I usually go, we're not doing the usually. This is the new shit, the man shit, the hard strength shit. And either you're built for it or you're not. And you can live a nice life if you're not. But this is the tough shit. And when you confront it and do it and check your feelings and insecurities and you work to get rid of them bitches and you develop them fucking strengths, why the fuck would we listen to an ain't shit bitch who used to be an escort telling us it's okay to nut inside of her? She doesn't deserve the seed. She sounds fucking stupid. She's got to go. Sometimes a bitch will try to wrap her legs around your ass to make you blurt inside of her. You might need to let that bitch go. At the very least, we're having a very strict conversation. It will not be fucking pleasant. I have worked too long on me to deal with your dumb shit. I'm too busy working on my mind to be dealing with this foolishness. I'm done with this conversation. You're blocked. You need to check yourself or I gotta let you go. We're not going there. We're going here because I don't need to deal with any of your bullshit. I don't have time. It's not worth it. A weak man, he got all the time in the world and he don't give a fuck. He's just happy to be there, happy to be there. Should I been there? Please take some dick. Can I give you this dick? Take this dick. Do you want some dick? 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 I've been there. When you're young, you're horny. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be. I would never tell a nigga not to fuck. Planning takes strength. I want to fuck raw, but I got to put the hat on. If you're going to be with the bitch for a while, put that bitch on birth control till they take it away. Why ain't the bitch on? Oh, I might gain some weight. Well, bitch, you either gain some weight or you're losing some dick. I don't care. You can gain some dick or you cannot gain this dick. What the motherfucker say? You can make this song or you cannot make this song. You can fuck with me or you cannot fuck with me. If you're fucking with me, we're getting rid of all those stupid bullshit weaknesses that you have. How do I know they're there? I've already dealt with mine. Let me show you a better way of doing business. Sounds like another gift of a man. Thank you for being a man. This is the last time you will ever hear it. I am the Dangerous. I am still trying to do more content. I just told myself we're just going to be far more honest. I have been in the position that Fresh has been in. Not proud of it. I've been there. Now, it never came to fruition. I never really had to order anything or something like that. That would have been a tough call. I honestly don't know. I have to ask myself later on tonight, maybe. How would I have handled that call? It takes a strong man to deal with that call. But we're coming. We're going to stay with weakness. We're going to stay with the kind of the themes of the week. So if I do another one the next couple days, we will stay with the theme of weakness, because that is piss in your coffee. That is a little bit of shit in your soup. Weakness has got to go. It's got to go today. It should have been gone yesterday. It's got to go. We got to get to work. It's your boy, and I'm out. Time to get strong, my nigga. Let's go. It's great to be a man, but it's hard motherfucking work making it look this pretty. Let's go.